This is for these two, the Fast API, SQL and Postgres. I've wired it all up without using poetry and made some additions so that you can start going through the article with everything working. So let's just get everything fired up and running. And in the repo, if you come down here, my desktop is all completely empty for my containers and my volumes. And what I'm going to do is go into Docker Compose. Let's just do the Docker Compose up. And let's just check that we can log into Postgres, PgAdmin. So do that. Let's do localhost 5050 next equals browser. It takes a little while. Sometimes just for the Postgres to spin up. I'm going to use the admin login credentials. It's fine, that's good. So let's register the server. And as per that top video, everything's Postgres. There, we're connected. Databases, schemas, tables, nothing in there yet. Now, if we go to our README and do the next step, which is doing the Fast API. And now if we come to the else checker, which is this one here, just to check everything's working. There you can see the time. If I say, yeah, it's live, that's the kind of, I've changed that. And if we refresh, you can see the seconds changing there, which is good. So we've got all that up. Now what I'm going to do is in my SQL Postgres, I'm just going to create a table because we're going to do some structural tests. So if I do Control C, do another one here. Load that in, that's going to create the table, and O4 is going to insert random data, so a lot of random data. So I've come down here, do this one. Yeah, we've done that. I'll do it again, just to load a lot of data in. If I now go to my PgAdmin and refresh, we will see we've got the mortgages table and the properties table from the Fast API. We've got our employee table, which has all rows in it and has loads of data here. Now what we can do is, having done that, is in these tests, what I've done is I've created an extra one, a Postgres, that just checks our logging's working because we have a log here. That'll get loaded up, which is done from before. The test Postgres, I'm just doing a couple of simple checks. Are we connected? Can we connect? So we're using our credentials, and if we can connect, we assert true. How many rows are in the employee table? Make sure that they're not zero. So we do a select count star, and we can run the test there. The result should be greater less than zero. And this one here, we're checking that there's a primary key on the properties table from the schema information. And I should just say this should be properties table here, not the employees. So save that. So that's what we're doing there. So what we can do is you can go into README, and we can then check those Postgres tests by just running here, the Python, just running that particular, just the Postgres tests. And they're all passing. So that means it's connected. And if we have a look at the data, we can see that we connected to the database. Over 100 rows were returned. Because that's how many we loaded in. And we also had a primary key because we got a row. And actually, if we sort of come into here and actually take this and go into our PgAdmin and write it here and run it, you'll see we get one select count from. If we do, that's the number of rows. But if we do a select star and run that, you'll see we get the properties. It's got a primary key. And in fact, if we remove the constraint of it's got to just be a primary key, and we're just looking for everything on the properties, and if we run that, we'll see that on the properties table, we get the check constraints and a part and the primary key. So you can look at more things like that. So now what we'll do is we'll go into the README and we'll run the test against the mortgage. That was all the CRUDs. And if we look in here, all the API testings that's in the article. If we run that, all the tests are passing, they're going through. And finally, we can use the 5433, which, if we remember from here, is the Postgres test that's running on 5433, not 5432. We can actually run those tests. Control C. And they're passing too. So those are two URLs. So this is the wiring, so that when you want to go through this really good article, I mean, it's a big app, so there's a lot going on this. For these two articles, that's how you can get everything up and running, and also have PgAdmin, as well as beginning to see how we can do some database structural tests. When we come into here, we've seen in the Postgres that we can start looking at primary keys, unique keys, foreign keys. We can do a lot of different tests like that. And I've also got that shown in when we go to, if we go to the GitHub, if you have a look at Yo-Yo PyTest, this one here, we will do a lot of those kind of tests in this particular video series, Postgres Yo-Yo PyTest, where we sort of check for quite a lot of different structural properties of our database in SQL. So I hope that kind of gets you feeling that